I'm going to show you how to make a histogram using Excel. So I have my data in Excel. I have the ages guessed for JZ. You can see this. And the first thing I'm going to do when I'm making a histogram is I'm going to think about the ranges that each bar is going to cover. So I think I'm going to have, call this age ranges. I'm going to have each bar represent 2 years. So I'm going to start with 40, and then I'm going to have I'm going to have a bar that goes between 40 and 42, and then I'm going to have another marker at 44, and then 46, and 48, and then 50, and then 52, and then 54. I checked my data and I didn't have anything above 54, so I think I'm good. Now, in order to make a histogram, I have to install a special package. So I'm going to go down to options here. Your screen looks a little different, but you can still select options. And I'm going to click on add-ins. And I'm going to make sure that I have this analysis tool pack installed. So see where it says manage Excel add-ins? I'm going to click go. I'm going to make sure this arrow here next to analysis tool pack is checked. Okay? Once I do that, if I install the analysis tool pack, when I click on the data pane, I should have an extra piece that shows up here called data analysis. I'm going to click on data analysis and I'm going to select histogram because I'm going to be making a histogram. My histogram is going to, this screen is going to ask me to select my input range. So these are all the ages that people guessed. Okay, so I'm just going to select those. And then my bin range are the ranges that I want my bars to go between. So I'm going to select these guys. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure this chart output box is checked. That way I'll make sure that I have an output for my, in the form of a chart, in other words. So it'll actually give me a histogram in the end. All right, so I'm going to click OK here. And here's my histogram. There's a couple things I want to change about it. I don't need a legend. I'm going to change bin to ages guessed. And then I'm going to change the title of this histogram to JZ. Okay? And then I'm noticing that this is not a very nice looking histogram because the bars should be touching in a histogram. So Excel failed us on this regard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my design and I'm going to select a layout where the bars are touching. You might have to look around a little bit, but there are layouts where the bars are touching. Okay, now I'm going to try to see if I can find something where you can distinguish the bars between the bars a little bit better. Oops, I don't like that. Okay, let's see. Why don't I right click on this data and I'm going to set the outline to black. Oh, that looks better. So now I can see my individual bars. I can see that there's a clear peak between 44 and 46. And that most people, this data would be unimodal. It looks like it's not quite symmetrical, maybe skewed to the right a little bit. Yeah, so good luck making your